It's been a while, hasn't it? I'd like to apologize for that. Sometimes life hits you over the head with a rusty metal bat, but we're back now, so welcome to this episode of Yondercraft. I haven't been a total bum while I've been gone. Not at all. Quite the contrary, actually. Just gonna sleep real quick so the rest of my server mates don't die. I don't live stream. I do YouTube. Alright, let me take the elytra off. So, storage system has gotten out of hand again. Quite a few changes at the base. Frankly, I'm quite proud of it. So I'll arrow my YouTube. Few new Beyonders, Arrow Chance and Oblivious Python. They've been busy getting their bases set up. And, you guys may remember from many an episode ago, I talked about putting a biodome here, and started the process of removing this mountain. Yeah, there used to be a mountain here. Not anymore. Still some of the trees that are floating, I'll have to fix that later, but you know, this only took a day and a half. Not too much work, just a little bit of terraforming now, and I can stick the actual biodome in and connect it up here. There hasn't been much else work above ground beyond expanding my horrific storage system. That is so bad that I'm starting to lose the ability to find my own items. But I mean, that's okay. Really, it's just figuring out which double chest of stone I need. So there's been a little work on B1. Not too much, because B1 doesn't need too much work. But Mushi hosted a headhunt event in December, and while I didn't participate because I didn't find it till several weeks after, I put a Mushi-han at the computer in her room. And I'm gonna do this in all of the rooms. Unfortunately, I've yet to add more rooms for the Beyonders, and I might actually have to cut this room out to add more, because we've had a few Beyonders who were inactive for the start of this season that now want to become active. I also went ham adding villager armor stands to the cafeteria, and frankly, this gives it a lot more life. We've got this dude munching his fish, this guy over here asleep at the table, this dude giving a potato to his friend. He doesn't have a drink, so maybe that's why he's giving him a potato. We've got this guy eating a potato, this guy taking his drink to his plate, this guy over here stole this dude's drink, and he's like, hey wait, that's my drink. Which, you know, always fun. This dude's daydreaming, and this dude's wondering why he got stuck with 3 fish. So, armor stands are actually really fun. This only took me like an hour to do, so considering all of the armor stands add to that room, I'm pretty proud of it. If we go to B2, first of all, it's completely concreted, even the roof. I don't remember if that was something done. I've added a little lectern here in case some friends visit. This is now, except for the AFK spot, fully complete. You can actually hear the single dispenser that I decided not to hook up for reasons of it's a really long hopper line it's hooked up to. All of these are built. Most of them are full of XP. I've been using a bunch as I took down that mountain. And for some other projects that I'm going to show you guys later. So, I've also, you may have noticed, done some of the elevator rooms. I was originally going to do redstone elevators, but I decided that that would get really tedious really fast, and it was not, in fact, what I wanted to do for this elevator room, so right now we're just using water elevators. So you may remember the villager breeder. It now has workstations, so, you know, in case that was related to villager breeding, before I forgot that I never actually fed them, which we might work on, or we are going to work on next episode. I've added a job machine where I can hire or fire a villager, and there's now a workstation here. It's completely concreted. I'm fairly certain I had an episode on this, but it also has, the villagers go away now when we fire them, and we recollect the minecarts, and I just have to hook that up to, gathering them. This room, our librarian room, is now completely decorated. We've got bookshelves, we've got papers, stuff on the shelves, even usable, if I can get close enough, file drawers, file cabinets, and then of course, there's a little lag on the server today, you can tell. Our printer stuff, there's nothing on the shelves here, but it looks nice. That will have to be replaced with buttons, or, actually, yeah, I'll replace that with buttons when I don't need villagers in here. We're gonna have more librarians in here, but I've yet to decorate it. So, then there's a little itty bit in B4 that I did that's not going to stay, but I'm well aware that I need to harvest the fruits of my labor right about now. The elevators only go down to this floor currently. I've ran out of glass, and I don't have sand to cook more. Whoa! Hey! That's... Jeepers! I thought, oh, this isn't spawn-proof. It's probably right here. Yikes. Well, I've been farming these carrots and potatoes slowly as I've been working, so now we're gonna take the... Actually, no, I need to go down because that's where my nether portal is, because I've done some other work that I would like to show you. So, sci-fi is something that I have personally hadn't done quite a lot at. I did one terraforming project that I had yet to finish, and I hadn't shown that on camera because I wanted to wait to finish it. So this, let me pop my elytra back on, is, oops, I need those, Sci-Fi's nether portal, and that's what I'm trying to not show you right now. It's a giant tree, and we're not quite done with it. I delivered some leaves for Null. She's gonna edit these. I actually think it looks really cool with the, spherical, leaves. But what I was working on, if we fly right over here, and it loads in, is this. Let me get up a little higher. Sci-Fi's HQ. This isn't completely done. There's still a lot of terraforming work to do. Mainly slabs and adding like andesite and then blending it into the surrounding environment a little more. Right now, it's a little obvious where my terraforming starts and the natural terraforming stops. But if I land right here... Oh, this was a bad spot to land. I land on the podzol of... It's actually outside my render distance. And there's actually, if I can get up there, the start of a lot of things we're gonna put up here. Which is mainly these, hot springs. We're gonna have these sprinkled all around. I'm actually going to carve caves into this. Not too many are gonna poke out on the surface, but I have an internal project for it later. There's gonna be one way up near the top of the mountain, and I kind of want it to spill out into this one. So this will likely get terraformed more to ensure that it spills directly into this pool and nowhere else. But there is going to be more pools up there, and then wherever you see a dirt pillar, we're going to have a hot spring. And this is almost complete. There's a few ways to get inside of the mountain because currently we have extra storage and stuff in there. The hole I've been using is right here. But there's a hole for to walk out right there. There's a super smelter because I brought a bunch of cobblestone over once. And then chests of just like junk and stuff that we were using. As you can see, the dirt where I made most of these mountains. This was an old stress project of mine. Making them, and you can see how cylindrical they are. They were when I first made them. Whenever I was stressed, I'd come over here and just build a new mountain. And I got it done in like 2 days. And then I took a break from the project for a solid like month and a half, and now I'm almost done with it. So, you know, sometimes you gotta take a break from a project when you get that mostly built in 2.5 days. So that's most of what I've been working on at Sci-Fi. There's one more thing that I did, and I did this all by myself in one night. And I'm a little proud of it because I'm not typically a super technical player. I don't look at things like spawners and go, ooh, experience, farm, nice. I look at spawners and go, oh geez, another dungeon, are you kidding me? Little bit of residual sort of dread from when I used to play this game when I was 10 years old and would find a spawner. We have to go back out towards my base, so I'm gonna cut back when we get there. Alright, so this is Sci-Fi's Blaze Farm. I built this all myself in one night, cleared out a ridiculous amount of blocks for getting this done in less than 4 hours. This whole, like, third of the thing was completely solid. And if we go down here, both spawners activate. Very important. And then, because of the way this is made, I don't think there's any in here now. And I don't want any to spawn right now. This is all hollow. Because this farm exploits the wander mechanic by basically placing a giant attract bit of solid blocks where I want the blaze to wander, and if we're lucky, we'll see one go right in there. Probably not. It's a little slow. Oh, there he goes. It's a little slow because these are at such different lengths. I couldn't actually just stick it at the edge here. I had to put it right here, and I think that slows it down a little bit. But it could also be that I'm not the only person on the server. So every game tick, a significant portion of these dudes are contending with several mobs to other mobs to be the mob that gets to wander. And then if you press this button, I have hostile mob noises turned off because there were some zombies earlier that I didn't want on camera. It hurts them. Oh, right, I need my sword because it has sweeping edge. Brings theoretically, it's supposed to bring them down to 1 heart, but I don't think I timed it quite right. So I'll have to come back and add another set or two. of comparators, but you know, it brings them down to 2 hits, and that's pretty good. And then you can also AFK here because, whatchamacallit, crowding, I think it's called. You can crowd 24 blaze in there, and then every 25th blaze that goes down will hurt all of them. And eventually you'll get all 25 blaze dead in one go, but you know. Sci-Fi Blaze Farm. It actually is closest to my base because we are really far out in the nether. But yeah, I'm really proud of this actually. This was one of my biggest projects that I took on and got done in one day. And I'm really proud of it. So, now, back to the base. So something I really want to get working on is a carrot farm. Now, I don't have enough carrots to stock this thing with villagers. But I can build the farm and start to preliminarily use the carrots I do have to get it ready for villagers, and then after the first manual harvest I can stick some villagers in there, and we'll be in. So, we're gonna get started on that, and the reason I picked this room and this floor specifically is because there's this massive ravine. So most of my digging is actually already done for me. I've already lit the thing up, which means I don't have to worry about mobs. It's just a matter of opening up this wall so that I have room for a window. Because of course a window is going here. We have to be able to see my work. And then, what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna make a really tall crop farm. I'm gonna make a few layers, maybe 4 or 5, probably fill this whole ravine. The design I'm using is the design that I'm going to make up as I go because I don't feel like looking up a tutorial, but I know the basic mechanics of villager farming. It's probably not going to be the most efficient, but what's important is that I'm learning redstone as I do it, so let's get the base in. Okay, so this is one completed layer. It is not completely planted, and I'm going to have to break open the roof in this area again to sneak a villager onto this platform. But if I've done this right, and I think I might have, there will be a hungry villager in here. I actually didn't do this right. I need to make sure he can't get out. He needs to not be able to get here. I'll modify this so that way there's no worries with the villager. And then, once this is all planted, this will be basically ready to go. I'll have a farmer in here because part of the way I'll block this dude off from... Oh yeah, I was going to put... There will be composters here, so that way the dude in here can't harvest the things, and then I'll replace this for something that he can't walk up here with. Because he would actually be just short enough to get up there. Not to get out, but to get up there, and I don't want him to do that. Maybe I'll use soul sand or something, because I do want that... I need this to be collectible through, because that's part of how the dude's gonna stand here and throw the carrots here, or he's gonna stand here and try to throw the carrots. I'm not gonna throw anything in there because it will get yoinked down below. He's gonna try and throw the carrots from here. And inevitably some are going to land on this block. And I need this dude to not be able to pick them up super fast, because I need him to stay hungry. There's a beehive back here that I've blocked off, because food grows slow, and I'm probably going to hit this with a bunch of bone meal after recording, just so I can get this done by next episode. The reason I have all these flowers here in this beehive here is because bees, I sure hope I've placed this right, bees, when they're pollinated, will help crops grow an itty bit faster, and that itty bit faster is it's going to speed up this farm, which is what I want. So I have all these poppies here, and the bees are going to come over and get pollen. I might have to raise the roof some if the bees can't get the pollen. But this is already going to be pretty thick because, or actually, I might be able to run the hoppers like along here and just make this 2 lanterns on this side. Or actually, no, it's going to run around there. This is going to be a pretty hopper-heavy project. The thing about that is next episode we're going to finish this and make an iron farm because I'm out of iron. So, this is my little poppy farm, or my little farm. Hold on, let me get a screenshot. Or actually, I want those to be sort of central, so if I do this, then in the screen thumbnail it'll be nice. Alright. So, that's how this works, basically. The bees get pollinated, and they make honey, and there's actually small honey farms attached to these. There's a hopper underneath it, and a dispenser above it. And I can fill the dispenser with bottles or shears, and then just use an observer to detect the block update to get it to get a honey bottle. But yeah, that's how this farm is gonna work. And I think it'll be pretty good. Oop. So the trick to getting out is stupid, because you have to, if you do this wrong, you just trap yourself underneath there. But yeah, and then we're just gonna stack this up as high as I can go. Probably not gonna be super high because I didn't plan this out very well, you see, so I'm probably gonna end up digging down more, even though I really don't want to do that, just so I can fit more in, because otherwise I'm not gonna have a lot of carrots. The good news is it'll be completely automatic, so as long as I'm loading the area, I will be getting carrots. Which is good. Unfortunately, that is just about all the time I have for today, so thank you for watching. If you're part of the morning crew, I hope you have a great day. If you're part of the evening crew, I hope your day has been great, and if you're part of the afternoon crew, well, I hope your day is going alright. I've been Ruby Robotic, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode.